We are back, guys, and we are going to talk today about green card lottery. Two important things. Number one, people to make sure that you apply for the diversity visa lottery. We'll talk about applying for the diversity visa lottery, but what to do after applying for the diversity visa lottery. Those are two important things. Application for the diversity visa lottery. And number two, what to do after applying for the diversity visa lottery. We are making sure that each and everyone understand these two things. What to do after applying for the diversity visa lottery. So first of all, you have to apply. You have to apply for the diversity visa lottery. That's number one. And number two, what to do after. Write a comment and say whether you have applied or not. Have you applied for the DV2025? Have you applied this year's? Remember, the deadline is November 7. So tell me right now if you are one among the people who have applied for the DV lottery. The answer is yes or no. I see some people, they say they have applied. I see another one say yes. Now catch one, say applied. Have you applied for the DV lottery? I see people on Facebook, because I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on YouTube, everywhere. I see so many people, they say they have applied. I see so many people have applied. We'll be having a lot of questions, I know, but this will be first and foremost, is just like give some explanation on so many things before we go into detail. People should follow the instruction correctly. That is the comment from someone on Instagram. I see. We see so many people have applied for the diversity visa lottery. And the one says no yet, but I need some advice from your end, like photos and the partner issues. There is no partner issue. If you are married, you are married. If you are not, even if you plan to get married tomorrow, yes, you can email us ebm@ebm scholars, and I will be able to advise you. Make sure you apply. And someone says, we hope this year many people will be able to have more winners, because more people are applying. So the more many people are applying, the more chances of winning. Okay, so let's go into just overall green card before we go to the what to do after applying. Here, there are so many people who have applied, but just for those who haven't applied, I'll go in a very high level, just like to give a brief of few things. Number one is, what is green card and what is green card lottery? What is green card and what is green card lottery? In a very layman, simplest language, green card means permanent residence here in the United States of America. Each country around the world has a permanent residence status. But in the United States, they have an official nickname, which they call green card, because that card looks like green. That's why it's called a green card. It's a permanent residency status. It's not a citizenship. There are bigger differences between green card and becoming a US citizen. Once you become a permanent resident, there are so many ways we look at of becoming permanent resident. Becoming permanent resident doesn't make you a citizen. I know there are some people in Tanzania, for instance, because in Tanzania we don't have dual citizenship. So some people, they fear to apply for opportunities. thinking that, oh, if I go to America, or if I apply for green card, if I become permanent resident, or I'll be changing my citizenship, but I don't want to lose my citizenship. No, green card is not a citizenship, is a permanent residency status. Is a status which allows you to live and work, do business in the United States like any other American, but you will not be able to vote in America because you are not a US citizen. If you'll be traveling outside the United States, you cannot stay outside the United States for 6 months in continuous in a row. No, you can stay 5 months, come in US, stay 1 week, 2 weeks, disappear again. You can do that. But a US citizen can go and live in any country, even for 10 years, without getting any permission. But if you're a green card holder, you cannot live outside the United States continuously for 6 months. If you want to live 6 months and beyond that, you have to fill the advance parole form. That's another difference. Another difference is a US citizen can work for the federal government. A green card holder, 99% the jobs require citizenship. If you're a green card holder, it is practically difficult to work as a federal government employee. There are few exceptions, but majority, 99.9%, you must be a US citizen. Another difference of becoming green card holder versus a US citizen. If you're a US citizen, you are allowed to do what we call the fiancé visa. If you are a green card holder, you cannot. If a US citizen marrying a foreigner, if the foreigner is in the United States, that foreigner will get the, apart from getting green card, first of all, but while you are waiting for the green card, you'll be allowed to wait the process while you are in America and you are given the work permit. But if a green card holder, unless otherwise is in another status, but just by marrying a green card holder, you are not going to stay here just for that particular purpose. Unless others, you are a student, you continue to have your student status while you are waiting. So there are those kind of things people should know the difference between one item and over the other. So if you become a green card holder, don't get upset, don't get frustrated that, oh, I'm losing my citizenship. No, you are not. You'll continue to be a citizen of your own country. So that is just for the people who do not know about that. And there are different ways of getting permanent residence. Some people get through marriage. I got my green card through marriage. I got married to a US citizen. If you get married to a US citizen, even a green card holder, you will get a green card. But there is a difference if you get married to a green card holder versus a US citizen in terms of how long should you wait, how faster the process is when you marry a green card holder versus when you marry a US citizen. That's the difference. But overall, yes, you can get through marriage. You can get through family sponsorship. When I say family sponsorship, a US citizen like myself, I can sponsor my mother, I can sponsor my father, I can sponsor my sister, I can sponsor my brother. If you have a child, you can sponsor that child too. If you decided to adopt a child, that child is going to be sponsored too. So that is another way of getting permanent residence. Another way of getting permanent residence is also through asylum. People come from different conditions, like people in Israel and Palestine now. If you are here, you can request for asylum. People come from different other reasons, fear of persecutions and the life, political reasons, whatever it is, people can get that one through asylum. We've seen people come directly as refugees, those kind of situation. People can get green card through work. Employer is going to sponsor you for your green card. And also now there is a big one, which is the most famous one, is permanent residence through diversity visa lottery. The keyword is diversity. And that is the basis of this program to be called or to be established. It was established in the early 1990s. The reason of establishing this one was to give chance to people from different backgrounds, different countries which are not highly represented in the United States of America. So the purpose is to bring diversity in the United States of America. Remember the greatness of the United States of America. What makes America different from any other country on the planet Earth is not about the geographical region. It's not about anything else except on diversity. That's what makes America great. That's what distinguishes America from any other country. I know myself, oh, but what about the country like Norway? What about country like China? What about Canada? They have diverse, whatever. Okay, wait a minute. Let me give you a quotation from who? From President Ronald Reagan. One day, on the public speech, Reagan, as the president, on his speech said, I received a letter from one person who came to the United States and became American. That person said the following things in that letter. He said, and I quote, if you go to China, stay in China for no matter how many years you want to stay in China, even if you want to stay 100 years, take a citizenship of China, you will never become Chinese. If you go to Japan, take a citizenship of Japan, stay as many years as you want, you will never become Japanese. If you go to Turkey, you never become a Turkish. If you go to German, you never become German, even if how many years you become there. Why? Because Chinese is DNA, Japanese is DNA, become a Turkish is DNA, become German is DNA, become Italian is DNA. But you can come to the United States of America from whatever country you are coming from, and you can become an American. Why? Because being American is not DNA. It's just like a tribe in your countries. If you go from Luo tribe, go to another tribe in Kenya, no matter how many years, no matter how get married there, whatever, you never change the tribe. The tribe, you cannot change the tribe. It's a DNA. So if you go to China, you'll never become Chinese. If you go to Finland, you'll never become a Finnish. You never become a Danish, no matter citizenship, no matter how many years you want, whatever it is, because that is DNA. It's just like a tribe in your community where you are from. You cannot change a tribe. You can change religion, you can change anything, but a tribe, you don't change a tribe. Americans are not formed on the basis of the DNA, because only native Indians, red Indians, are the one here in the United States, original owners of the land, and they're just 60 million. Everybody else come from somewhere. And that's what makes diversity in the United States. So for that particular reason, United States is continuing to bring that diversity, because the greatness of the United States knows based on that. That is the mistake in China. No matter how China tried to develop, they didn't allow open even other people to come to create diverse. Now they are fighting to bring people to teach even English. You can bring someone in from high school in China, can get paid even 10,000 just to teach English, because they are late to have the diversity. So United States in 1990s, they decided to introduce the green card program, which is called the diversity. The key word is diversity. The purpose to bring the diversity. So who should participate? They said it will be the countries with less representation. By less representation, they mean less immigrants in the United States. That's what they mean. Less immigrant. But we get used to say, oh, I'm immigrant here. Just because you're in America, you think you are immigrant. No, you are not. Who is immigrant according to immigration law in the United States of America? Immigrant is a person who is a permanent resident of the United States of America. A person with a green card is immigrant. So if you come to America, study bachelor degree, 4 years. After 4 years, go for master's degree, 2 years. Or just after 4 years, do OPT 1 year, become 5 years. Go for master's 2 years, become 7. Take one year OPT, become 8. Then go for 5 years for PhD. No matter how many years you have been here, even if 12 years, if you are a student, you are not immigrant. But if someone wins a green card lottery, arrive today, from that moment, that day, that person is immigrant. You, despite of being here for 10 years, you are not immigrant. That's why we have what we call immigrant visa and non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa is the visa you apply to come to America with the intention of coming back to your home country. I'm going to study for 5 years. I'm going to work for 2 years. I'm going for this program, whatever. Then I'm coming back to my home country. That's why they tell you you have to show proof that you'll be going back to your home country. That's because you are not coming to America with the intention of becoming immigrant. You are coming here to come here for a short period of time, finish whatever you want, and go back to your home country. Then there is another part of immigrant visa, which is the visa which you come here to stay as a permanent resident. If you're a green card lottery winner, from day one, you are coming here. That's why they don't ask you a question. Will you go back to your home country? They don't ask those questions. There is a comment. There is a comment from this lady, Joetta Wambui. She says as follows. Let me read it. Let me read it. It's from Instagram. Okay, wait a second. The comment is about applying and being the winner. From Joetta16 on Instagram. Hello, EBM. I applied the first day. I feel like I made a mistake applying the first day. Though everything else, I followed your video. I'm your fan in your YouTube and hope I get selected. You are a godsend. When you apply for the DV lottery, you have to have the mindset that you are going to be the winner. You have to believe that you're going to be the winner. But after applying, you don't need to start disturbing God that every single day you wake up in the morning, before you eat, in the afternoon, evening, like 5-10 times a day, you are busy. God, please make sure that I'm going to be the winner of the DV lottery every single minute. Remember, also, God is also in charge of making sure that people who are sick, people who are in the war zone, they're not going to die. They're not going to have those kind of situations. So yes, you have to pray, but don't every single second you pray about winning the green card lottery. We see so many people are applying. And if you haven't applied for the DV lottery, please do so. The deadline is November 7. Mziwanda 12. I applied the 4th day after public announcement. Hopefully I'm going to win this year. From Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. So there are so many things. Someone say, I can imagine in 1990s. Yeah. And remember, that's why on the instruction for the DV lottery, they emphasize that the DV lottery is online application, no paper entry. Back in the day, the DV lottery was paper applications. I have to find, I used to have that, the original one. I didn't know. One of my brother had used to apply, I think applied or planned to apply, was 1990s, whatever, one time. So I saw the paper application. You used to fill it and send it on the mail. That's the purpose or the reasoning of having the mail address on the application, which now means nothing. The mailing address means nothing. Yeah, wow, great to Americans. Yeah, so that is the reason when you are coming here, you believe once you become American, you are American. That's why you cannot ask a person like here, like a police cannot ask you, show me your immigration status, unless otherwise you have committed a crime. But in a normal way, no. So just overall, those are just here stories here and there to make sure that people go to make sure that you apply for green card lottery. What are the benefits if you become one? Remember, I know there are some people who are in their countries have better life. I understand that. But what about your children? What about their dreams? What about their school? Will you like your child to study the same university you went in your own country? Or if you have a chance to take your child to study in America, you can take that opportunity. I will be able to advise you. Please do so. Apply. You can take this opportunity. Just if you win, your kids can have opportunity to get good school here. Let's say you win, you have a business. You'll be able to take the products from US and sell in your country. Not all the time you have to go to China. Some people, they go to China or to Turkey because they cannot get the visa to go to England, to go to America, to go to other countries to get their products, things to sell. So take the opportunity. You can have opportunity to, if you want to work, yes, you can still live in your country and work in America because you are green card holder. You are allowed to work to any employer. So you can find a job. The good thing about the COVID-19 is we have so many work from home online jobs. So they don't care where you live as long as you have internet. So you can work that kind of job in your own country, live in your own country, and you get the money from America per hour, 15, 20. I remember 2021 during the COVID-19, around that time, I took time off traveling from my work. I was in Tanzania. When I was in Tanzania, I had to be working. I didn't take the leave from the work I was employed. So what I did, I was working from 4 p.m. to midnight every single day, which worked perfect. So you don't need to wake up with alarm in the morning, and you can do so many other things. And in the afternoon, instead of going to talk with your friends, like in the bar, whatever, you just go into work for those hours, and then midnight you are going to sleep. You're already tired. It was a perfect thing. So you can be able to do that. You can work from your own country, but you work in America, but you live in your own country. Again, you can have medical conditions, and then you don't need to have so many restrictions on traveling. You just get into the plane, come here, get medical treatment, you go there. You can have businesses here. You can have investment here. You can buy shares. You can buy stocks, whatever it is you want, you can do as a green card holder. So don't stop applying just because you get $1,000 salary per month. You say, oh, my life is very good. Yes, it might be good, but take this opportunity. It can be just for you to travel. It can be for you to go for medical. It can be for you, for your kids, for schooling. It can be for business opportunities. Go and open your eyes. It doesn't affect anything just to apply for the diversity visa lottery. If our children get the V lottery, then parents are allowed it or not. So let's talk about the age of applicants. Is there any age restriction or age limit? Is there any age restriction? Yes and no. There is no age to start to apply. They don't care. But by default, is this way. They require someone to have high school education or 2 years of qualifying work experience. So if they require high school education is 12 years of education. So if they require 12 years of education, it means 12 years and someone started primary school with the age is 5 years old. So at least someone to apply must be 17. Because that is the age someone will be having high school education. That's number one. But number two is this one. Apart from education, let's say the person doesn't have that education, we need 2 years of work experience. In America, people are officially allowed, yes, people can work, but allowed to work, majority of them at the age of 16. So if you put 2 years of work experience, it will be 18. So you cannot take a child of 10 years old and apply as a main applicant. You as a parent, if you win the DV lottery, you can come with your child. But a child cannot apply on his own, on or her own, unless the child is at least 17. When the results are out is 18, he will come in US as adult. That will be able to do that way. So that is one of the things to make sure that you pay attention to. That is something you need to focus to. So, as a father, as a mother, you are allowed to add a child. A child is someone who is either a biological child or a stepchild. That means you are legally married to a person who has a child. You are a stepfather or a stepmother. Or you have legally adopted a child. The keyword is legally, not because you are paying school fees for your nephew, not because the daughter of your sister died and you are helping. That doesn't make you as a father or a mother. You don't have legal adoption documents, so you don't add that person unless others you have legal adoption. You can apply without that person. If you win, you can adopt the person, is allowed. And the person must be under the age of 21. So from 0 to 20 years old and the month or 364 days before the birthday of 21. And that person must be unmarried. So if you are 19, you are married, you are not supposed to be added by your parents. Even if you are under the age of 21, but you are married, you must be unmarried. So what if, let's say, I'm a child, 20 years old, but I have a child too? My parents cannot add me and my child, no, because for them, this will be a grandson or granddaughter. So only a father will add their child, not their grandchildren. If it happens, the person is going to be added has a child. So those are some of the instruction about children. So Margaret says, I applied already and I know I'm a winner in Jesus' name. Thank EBM. You encourage me a lot to do this. You are so much welcome, Margaret Asasira. I see some people, they say they applied. Who hasn't applied up to this moment? Who hasn't applied and what are you waiting for? Who hasn't applied? There is someone from DRC Congo. DRC is among the top 5, top 10 countries to win the DV lottery. Hi everyone, here I'm from DRC Congo, just to say good luck to everyone who is waiting for the results. Do US embassies accept laminated certificates? Yes. EBM kids photo. Is dotted line a must? there is no dot in any photo, whether it's a kids. You can use a dot like just for you to, when you are editing the photo, but there is no dotted line. No. There is no dots. Hi EBM, are there any website or tools to use for the video telephoto editing? Yes. For me, I don't trust any other website. Use, if you want, I'm going to show you, use the official government website. Because some of these let me show you some of the okay, let me show you what I mean. One second. One sec. Okay. Okay, so for those who are watching me on YouTube, this is the website. It's called tsg.phototool.com. .stat.gov, I'm sorry. Which, if you go to the website which you use to apply the DV lottery, which is dvprogram.stat.gov, there is instruction, there is the photo examples. So if you click the photo examples, you go there, there will be a place where they give you a photo tool, they give you the examples. They give you all these examples, blah, 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 those kind of things. Which, and then on the side here, they say, use our photo tool, not someone else. Use our photo tool. So if you click this photo tool, which is this one, so which is this one. So this is what is happening. I usually don't like to use this one. I'll tell you why. And I'll show you what I'm using. So let's say I'm going to use this one. The problem of this one doesn't change the background. Doesn't change the color of the background. So yes, I can use the white background, but it's not pure white. So that is the problem. So number one, this one, the photo, you can see. Let me show you. Let me show you some people here. So you can see what I do. Number one, I have to manually go and change my my photo. So it's just in this way. So it's not pure white background. This is the problem. So if you are going to do that one, so I'm changing to put this one. So this is the government. The website is that one. So you take the eye, you put it on the eyes. You put on the other eye. It tells, okay, accepted. So that is the correct one. Then you can download. So the problem of this one, which I don't like, is the fact that it continues to live like the background. It looks like white, but it's not very, very pure white. That is different from manual when I do on my own. Let me show you when I do the other one on my own. So when I do on my own, you see what I do. I make it completely the same photo. You see the difference. The background is pure white. It's pure white when I go. That one, yes, I use a white background, but it's different. It's not a pure white. Yes, it's still on the system. It will go as white. You see, I make it as a pure white. So that is the difference when I'm making these photos. So the website you can use, I'm going to put there on the comments. You can go and use it if you want it. That is the photo website I prefer mostly. So remember, whenever you edit the picture, it has to have a space here. It has to be on the shoulder somewhere, even if it just hang on. Yeah, it has to have those kind of things. Yeah, so the photo has to have like at least here. And not like some people, they sending me the photo. Please edit this photo for me. The photo itself is just here. It's just a neck. No, you cannot edit it that way. Trump succeeds. Does it affect Islamic countries like Syria, Somalia, Iraq? No, it doesn't. And those countries were not in trouble, because even during the time of Somalia and the other countries, even Tanzania was part of it. So it's not about Islamic countries. There are agreements were not followed. That's where those countries, they were in the travel ban. It's not because they're Islamic countries, no. And Afghanistan was not. Iraq was not. Yeah, so Tanzania is not an Islamic country. But majority of those there are certain things, there are certain agreements. Like, for instance, if you lose your passport, the agreement after September 11 was a country must report to the Interpol and the FBI. So if you don't report, yes, that is one among the things they are going to remove you from other opportunities. So is the agreement you signed has nothing to do with being Islamic or what. Can someone wear a wig or take a photo and take a photo for the DV lottery? Yes, you can take the wig, but it's not like the wig completely to change yourself. Like, obviously, ears should be able to be seen, but don't put the wig like completely you are different person. But remember, when they're going to check these photos, they're not going to look who is the most beautiful person to be given the green card. This question has been asked: is eyes and chin of the kids must be on the dotted line in the photo tool? What photo tool are you using? Are you using the government or are you using private one? If you're using any website.com, whatever, that's not the official tool for the US government. I showed the official website. So any other one you are using, I don't care which one you are using. But for the government one, that is the tool I showed. You put just on the eyes, it will make that one, the photo, to fit there. So whatever photo tool you are using, is it the official US government photo tool? If it's not, I don't care. If you want to use the official, the US government photo tool. What if someone's eyes are not visible due to small ears on the DV photo? You mean the ears or eyes? But if I talk about what I usually do with this one, if your eyes, your ears are so small, it's okay. But usually what we do to avoid all this complication, I usually tell people to put just like a toilet paper here at the back, a little bit, just to appear, not like to be like too big, but a little bit to appear this one. Yeah. So if you have small, you cannot control, that's who you are. But if you can just put just move a little bit so that they can be able to be seen. But it's not that like you are going to be denied. Okay, so you mean ears, okay. Of late, they say the consular in Kenya is usually busy. Is there any other East African country that you may recommend for someone to use? The consular is not the one deciding you to come to the interview. It is KCC, Kentucky Consular Center, is the one deciding you when to go to the interview. The U.S. Embassy doesn't decide when for you to be given, and they do not know even if you have won the DV lottery. When you apply for the DV lottery, the U.S. Embassy in your country doesn't know. If you win, they do not know. If you fill the DS260, they don't have that access. They have that access until when you are scheduled for the interview, your DS260 is completely locked. Then the U.S. government U.S. Embassy is given the access to that DS260. But before that, that's why you can change anytime. You can say you are married, you can change you are not married. I'm coming with this person, I'm not coming with this person. You can say I have high school or I have degree. You can change because they don't have that access information. So the embassy doesn't have that access until you are scheduled for the interview. So consular has nothing to do with this one. I'm Faris Navixon Edie from Kigoma. I have applied the DV lottery this year. Okay. From Somalia. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from this live stream? Okay, so let's go to the second part of this one. Let me answer this question, then we'll move to another part. Hi, EBM. How long does it take for you to travel after winning the DV lottery and the interview? So there are two things. The results are out in May. The first interview is October 1st. Depending on your case number, your interview might be in October, November, December, January, whatever it will be. But after the interview, you are given the visa with 6 months to expire. So you can travel any day from that moment. So you have 6 months to travel after the interview. But from the day of the results until you come to America, it might be almost a year. Hello, sir. I'm from Ghana, but living in Dubai. Do I need a police clearance from here, whatever in case? Yes, any country I've lived for 6 months and more after the age of 16, you must have a police clearance. Okay, so now we have seen the just understanding a few things here and there about green card lottery. So what to do after applying? What to do? Number one is to make sure that after applying, take this green card application as just a catalyst, something to open your eyes, something to motivate you if you really dreamed about going overseas. Okay, so this is one of the ways. I usually tell people now after applying, sit down, review your profile, professional profile. What are your qualifications? What are your qualifications? What do you possess? Because some people, they come maybe to the EBM Scholars office to apply for the green card lottery. I say, I want to go, I have the money, I want to go to America tomorrow. Wait a minute, it's not about how money you have. It goes to your qualifications, your professional profile. How have you prepared yourself for other opportunities? That is the key issue. How have you prepared yourself for that? Have you prepared yourself enough with all qualifications? Because you cannot just jump today, I want full scholarship, while you don't have good grades. Full funded scholarships are for people with academic performance of high level. If you don't have good grades, then you have to take the option of you to pay your own education. So it's not about today I want to get a scholarship. They don't give scholarship because you are black or because you are coming from Africa, because you are poor. They don't care about that. There are poor people in America too. These are given scholarships based on merit, based on academic credentials of high level. So if you are currently a student, study hard, get good GPA, get good results. If you are a student again, while you are studying, start finding places to do internships, finding places to volunteer, create a sense of someone will give you a work experience, someone will give you a recommendation. Start following on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, people who add value or people who have content to what you really want to go. You want to go to America, you want to go to Europe. You have never followed Dr. Waka Waka on YouTube or on Instagram. You have never followed like Joyce of Canada. You have never followed all other YouTubers from East Africa or Africa in general. They show all the content all the time. You don't follow them. You just follow the video. How is it going to help you? Yes, we are accepting the entertainment part, but what is your goal? Is your goal to become a musician? Yes, I watch Real Madrid, I watch like other talents, but what I want, I have to give more. Use your internet. Yes, 1% use for entertainment, 1% on something else, but also like if you want to go overseas, okay, is there any course online I can take? Because is there anything I can do? Should I start my own company? That's what I usually tell people. You want to go to US, to Canada, take a review yourself. Okay, I want to go there. Maybe I can use a conference. But who you are, you're just working as an employee in a company, and your position is not that high. But how are you going to convince them? Open NGO in your country. Open NGO, some places is cheaper. You don't pay tax. Open NGO, dealing with the environment, cleaning the beach, cleaning the places, whatever. You do once in a month. You establish yourself, create a website, create everything on online platform. When you go to asking for going to the conference about the environment in Canada, in Australia, and you are CEO, you can be given the visa because you have established yourself that you have something. But all the time you're just betting, all the time you're just saying about Manchester and the Arsenal, all the time is about music, the giant of Africa, who, Burna Boy, whatever. Then what? How many of you here have followed me on Instagram? How many of you have followed me on YouTube? How many of you have recommended my videos to someone else you know they are looking for this information? Number one, just be in, like, consume information which will be able, not just mine, consume content, learn a lot of different pathways, learn a lot about different ways, and not just different ways and you don't improve yourself. Yes, there is a way to, you can say all the time there are conferences, but do you qualify those conferences? Or you can go to visit someone, but it's not about the invitation letter. I can give you invitation letter, but are you a person who is trustworthy? Are you a person, when you go to the US embassy or Canadian embassy or consulate, whatever, you say that, give me the visa, I want to go to Sweden, they'll be comfortable to give you the visa, they know you'll go back to your home country. If there is a plot of land, even if it's in a desert, just buy that piece of land. It's an asset. It doesn't matter. On the end of the embassy, they want to see the documents. They want to see the documents. I have a piece of land. Yes, I work on this company, but I'm also a founder and CEO of this energy company dealing with whatever. Or I'm dealing with this one, helping girls in the rural areas about blah, 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 fetching water, whatever. Start an NGO. You can be able to go to the conference. And when you apply for a conference, you apply as organization, going to organization. You can find a partner organization. They can invite you as an organization to go there to learn something. So don't find this, oh, EBM, give me the invitation letter. I got the invitation letter. I'm going to for Christmas. When was the last time you traveled, even outside your country? You are from Tanzania to go to Burundi. How many times? Oh, I'm going to the birthday of my nephew. I'm going to the birthday of my niece. I'm going for the baptism. How many baptism have you gone in your own country of your relatives if they're in another region? So don't treat these embassies as stupid people. Yes, that's the reason. I don't care what the reason, but prepare profile to be more professional. Prepare something when you show them there, it can convince them. That's how it is. So the green card lottery, apply, then evaluate yourself. You're a photographer, but your Instagram account is, you are posting, people are dancing, you are posting comedy. You don't post your picture, like someone comes to your page, oh, this is a good photographer, I can just hire this person. Remember, that's why when you go to apply for the visa, US Embassy requires you to give the social media you have used in the last 5 years. Do you think they ask that for stupidity without any reason? If you are artist, your page should be professional. If you are author, deal with those kind of things. Prepare. Remember, let me tell you something very interesting. If you go to the Google search and write your name, search, what results will you be able to find? 99% of the research, the search results you have found are the things you posted yourself. Yes, some people can post about you, but majority of them is you. You are feeding internet. Because today I'm here making this video becomes public, so automatically to go in the Google search. Because YouTube is owned by Google. If you post on Instagram, whatever picture you post, if you post it with a bottle of alcohol, that means you give the public 10 years to come. If someone is going to search you, that bottle of alcohol will come there. So if you don't want that to appear, don't post it. So if you want to post about information about you as head CEO of a certain organization, start posting about that kind of thing. It will give the results of what you are giving over there. When you search my name, you cannot find me and talking about Arsenal or talking about Manchester United or Manchester City. Yes, I'm a fan of football, watching football, whatever, but I'm most of the time, yes, I'm posting few of those, but most of the things I'm posting are the things which, if you go to the Google search, you'll be able to find you. So build yourself in a professional setting. Start initiative somewhere. Start writing a book. So when you go to the US Embassy there, to Canadian Embassy, or they search you, whatever, oh, this person has published a book. This person is public speaker. This person is this one. This person is having like NGO. This person, I mean, is a student, but is a president of debate club. So you need to start building certain things that will help you to apply for these opportunities, whether it's jobs, whether it's scholarships, whether it's just volunteering opportunity overseas. All those are there. So even if you go to my website, you'll find there are so many, my website, which is ebmschools.com, there are so many things. There will be going to visit, going for a conference, going this. The ways, everybody knows the ways now. The point is, how are you preparing yourself, your profile to match that one? That's why if any person pays for consultation, comes to me, oh, I want to go, I have the money, I have the passport, I have the, no. The first question is, tell me your CV, tell me your qualifications, tell me if I'm the US consular officer, prove to me that you'll come back to your home country. If you cannot prove to me, that means you cannot get that visa. Show me the asset. Show me your commitment to your country. What have you done to your country than just betting, drinking alcohol? What have you done to your country? DJ Kaylin, hello EBM scholars. I want to apply for the DV2025, but I have a child of 1 week old. How do I take a photo in a studio for a picture or use a phone? Thank you. So there are different ways to take it. That is a very tiny child, but that is easier to take a child of 1 week than a child of 6 months. 6 months sometimes can cry, whatever. That one is the child. Make sure open the eyes. It's not supposed to be asleep. Don't put a pacifier in their mouth. So you can put it in the car seat. The child of that very that young, you can lay down the child and take a picture from up. You are allowed to do that. Okay, let me find okay. There are so there are different tricks on taking the pictures of taking picture of a child. Yeah, so those are some of the tricks you can be able to use. Let me find the let me show you some of the so about the photo. Let's say first of all the photo of the child. They say is it acceptable for my child's eyes to be closed in on a photo? No, the eyes should be open. What is the best way to take a photo of a baby? This is the way. What I was explaining. Lay your baby down on a plane, whatever. This will ensure baby head, whatever. So that is, or you put on the car seat. That will be the. So yeah. Yeah, so those are some of the instructions about the photo. So these are for the instruction for the photo. This is for printed. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, Seti Rutibuka. Afternoon EBM, I'm watching you right now from Ujiji, Kigoma. Obviously, I'm from Kigoma. I studied at Ujiji Seminary. So when you say Ujiji, I know very, very well. I went from Form 4 and direct going to taking the diploma. I'm now second year. May I apply for the DV lottery? Yes, you can apply for the DV lottery. But remember, in Tanzania, after having Form 4, if you don't go to Form 5 and Form 6, that is not high school, even if you have a diploma. So you apply. When you win, you can also add work experience. I see people are watching. Yeah. Okay. Sir, please, I'm from Ghana and I have paid the $10, but I haven't heard from you. David Antwi. Let me check your email. When did you send the email? David Antwi. I see your email right now. I don't want to show it to people. I emailed you. Okay. You sent the email on 24th, and I responded. If you want to. The email was, good evening, sir. I'm David Antwi from Ghana, and I've paid $10, but I haven't heard from you. I responded and I said, send me the photo, and I sent you the form for you to be able to respond. Let me show you if you want for me to show you what I mean. Let me show you. You see, there is this line. That means I responded to this email. Email was responded, David. I want you to send me the photo because you paid for me to edit the photo and apply for you. I ask you, send me the photo. Yeah. Antwi. Yeah. You haven't responded yet. So send me the photo and the information. I'm going to email you again what I need from you. For those people who want for me to apply for them, I see some people from Somalia, someone watching from Ghana, Saudi Arabia. Any person who wants the service, you can email the video application service for me to either edit the photo or apply for you. Just email me or go to my website, ebmscholars.com. You'll be able to see information. Email ebm@ebmscholars.com. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Let me end up here. I have to go to another quick meeting. There is someone coming right now. 1 second. Let me. Okay, 1 second. There is one message is coming in. Okay, so a phone coming here. So let me end up in my live now. Okay. 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 Bye-bye. I will be live tomorrow again. For those people who want the service, please go on my website. If you go to my website, you'll see photo editing and the photo application service. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.